Hello guys, it's me, the Quest of Anime here, and today we are doing a new series called the Anime 101. Now, Anime 101 is a series where I'm teaching you guys about anime. In each episode, we're going to talk about a specific thing, and we're going to educate you noobs to anime. Now, today we're going to be talking about one specific thing that's going to happen to all of you guys. That's what I like to call the stages of an anime fan. Because let's face it, how you start off as an anime fan does not end as an anime fan. You're going to go through many stages and many evolutions, and it may be hard, but it's going to happen. Well, now what I mean by the stages of an anime fan is that when you become an anime fan, when you begin, you're not the same person as when you continue. You see, I'm going to tell you the steps, alright? We got step 0. So take out your notebooks, take out your pen and pencils, and get ready to get educated. Alright, let's start off with step number 0 of an anime fan. Now the first step of a 0 step of an anime fan is what I like to call the normal. The normal is basically a person who is normal. He's no weeb. He's not big into gaming and stuff like that. And he heavily judges people who watches anime. This man or woman in his life have never seen an anime, and is in the mindset that anime is for kids. Now, these guys, after immense stress, by step 1, 2, and 3, they evolve to what I like to call a gateway fan. What a gateway fan is a guy who knows anime, but he only watches the popular ones. Now, the popular ones that I consider a gateway anime are but not limited to Naruto, Dragon Ball, Pokemon, JoJo, Death Note, and more. The gateway anime fans are like the longest step of an anime fan. Out of all steps, the gateway fan is the one that's the hardest to get out of. Because here's the thing, the gateway anime fan doesn't realize how much anime is there in the world. He thinks that there's only a few anime. Then, after a while, and after some recommendations from his fellow anime fans, he evolves to the anime fan. Now, the anime fan is very self-explanatory. They're a guy who's really into anime and they watch a lot of animes. Now, a lot of the tiers of being an anime fan is part of the anime fan tier. Let's call it level. You see, as an anime fan, you're a guy who watches a lot of anime. You actively search for anime. You're woke. You know how much that there is like an infinite amount of anime, and you just be searching. This is the tier of an anime fan everyone wishes they are when they surpass this. Because after this, you're kind of different. I'll explain later. But we're going to talk about a branch path. You see, after you're an anime fan, there's like some branches. What I mean by branches is that not everyone falls into this category, not everyone falls into that category. You know? It depends on what type of anime fan you are. Now, after being an anime fan, what could happen is you're a manga reader. Now, the manga readers are the one who reads the original source of the anime. This also includes the light novel fan readers, maybe the visual novel readers, like vice versa, you know? They are the ones who read the original source, and they're the ones that us anime fans fear the most. Because if you know one, you might get spoiled by one. Next in the branch path, we got the gatekeeper. Now, this is an extreme form of an anime fan, where they have this kind of theory, you know, that they really, really, really love an anime, right? Let's just say, for the sake of time, it's AOT, right? They love that show. Now, they're aware how popular AOT is, and they're scared and worried, which they should be, that the more anime fans there will be of AOT, the more chances of people making dumb, stupid opinions and ruining the show for everyone. So what they do is their job, or what they'd like to do, is they like to guard the anime and make sure there's what's called a low amount of people coming into the anime, and try to block people from watching it. Now, why they do this? It's simple. I'm going to use a game, for example, Fire Emblem. Let's say Eldegard, for example. There's a lot of opinions about Eldegard, or a lot of hate for Xander or something like that. And that's because there's so much anime fans, to the point where there's a lot of arguments and toxic opinions about it. But if there's a low amount of community on it, then there won't be that much toxicity. And that's why the gatekeeper is a thing. So that's the branch, there's a third branch when it comes to an anime fan. And that's what most people tend to be. Scratch that, the branches are done, but the next evolution of an anime fan, which is only accessible through one of them, or maybe more of them, depending on how it goes, is the critique. Now, the critique is why I say being an anime fan is what all persons after the critique dream for or hope for. Because the critique is the person, or the anime fan in this case, scenario, who watch a lot of anime and starts to be able to pick up some flaws in a show. They start to notice that this isn't right, that's bad writing. And they start to notice some things that they dislike about anime. So, when they watch anime, even though they love anime, they kind of get disappointed in some anime very easily when it doesn't meet their standards. This happens to a lot of people. Heck, I say, if you were to tell me where I am in this anime scale, I say I'm in this level. I love anime, but lately, some animes have just been hitting me the wrong way. Like, I just be looking at them, I'm like, no. That's not right. And stuff like that. I critique them in a sense. Thankfully, they called me by my nickname. But yeah, the next step or two can be before this step or after this step. These two are like a random step that doesn't happen to doesn't happen to the majority of people, but happens to some of them, you know? And let's go to the next one. And that is the collector. Now, you might be a collector in the future. You might not. It depends on your love, you know? You see, for example, a collector is basically a guy who collects a lot of figures or manga and light novels. Now, when it comes to the collector side of me, I do not collect figures. I may have 3 pop figures, one of Goku, Gohan, and Deku, but I do not collect pop or figures in general. But it can also be, like I said, a manga or light novel collector. And I can tell you without a doubt I am one. I just recently bought a manga just in yesterday, and I ordered 2 other ones. I love reading manga. What can I say? I'm a manga collector. So, you can go from that branch, I like to call it. Or you can go from that to... Or you can be the cosplayers. You see, cosplayers are very big in multiple genres. You have them in the game genre, the game fans. You got them in the anime fans, the DC fans, the Marvel fans, you name them. Maybe even the cartoon fans. Yeah, I think some people support the kids. Yeah. So what they are, if you guys are unaware, are there people who are anime fans or Marvel / game or cartoon / game fans who basically, in a sense, have a lot of money or got a job, and they They're very creative. What they like to do is create the costumes or play as a character. You see, let's just say the only one I really know is this girl from Gallion. She she had enough money, and with her time and resources and her skills, she made her costume, and she displayed it, or she showed it in what's called a convention. These people are active in conventions. They are you will see them anywhere in conventions, no matter what, and it's a fun sight to see because it's like seeing your favorite anime in real life. So now, we're going to talk about the last major step. There are a lot of other minors, but I think this one's the most important one. Now, this one could happen if, depending on how the the critique, how far he goes or she goes. And this step, I would like to call it the three. Now, what is the three? You may have heard it, or you might be able to assume it, or you might not be able to assume it. But the three is a step as an anime fan where you just watch too much bad anime, you know? Kind of like ruined your enjoyment of anime, and you just want to enjoy anime again. So you do this, you have this basis. You don't want to waste your time watching anime, and you want to get to the good stuff. So what you do is you pull up an anime. And when you pull up that anime, you give it 3 episodes. Just 3. If it cannot catch your attention in 3 episodes, you drop it. Now, this may be the most efficient way to find anime, but it's certainly not the best way to find it. I am telling you out of experience, guys, that as an anime fan for like 5 or 6 years, 3 episodes is not enough. Look, the first episode is a very confusing episode. You're just getting introduced. They're just showing you the characters. You're not going to get a lot of action. You're not going to get a lot of things happen sometimes. And the second and third, you expect 2 episodes you expect 40 minutes of content to help you out? No, guys. Sometimes the beginning is bad, but then it picks up in the middle, you know? I'd say if you really want to give it a shot and give it at least 6 episodes, you know? If it can't hit you in the middle of halfway of the series, then I'd say you can truly say that, yeah, I gave it enough time and I want to drop it. This is part of the branch of, or the highest, one of the highest levels of an anime fan that I personally don't agree with. Like, 3 episodes is just not enough, you know? Here's what I mean. There's a guy, I'm not naming any names, but he decided one day that that with a 3-in-1 formula, 3-episode formula, if it can't hit you in 3 episodes, then you drop it, that he's going to check out Naruto. He dropped it in 3 episodes. And we all know Naruto. It's such a good series, you know? 3 episodes was not enough to solidify it. And it's such a huge series. I don't think 3 episodes was enough. But yeah, 2 things I do want to talk about before I end this 101 lesson for today, guys. Thanks for everyone who took down notes and is ready for the exam. Is the AniTuber. Now, the AniTuber is, as it states, the anime YouTuber. Heck, you can consider me an AniTuber if you really want, even though I'm still growing and learning. But the AniTuber is basically a YouTuber whose sole content is anime content. Now, this is a branch of anime, I'd say, that some of you guys This part of the branch is actually the most successful one. You see, when it comes to an anime fan, you may become an otaku, you may become a neet, but you gotta support yourself, you know? And as an AniTuber, if you can strike big, you can turn passion into a job. And who would not like to turn a passion into a job? That's why I say this is the most successful out of the group of out of the tiers, because you get to make and enjoy what you love. Now, this also includes Twitch as well. If there's a Twitch streamer whose sole content is anime, And yeah, one thing I would say about this thing is their job is to talk about anime, right? So sometimes they aren't able to put the most proper amount of research into their findings, and sometimes they mess up and make an anime sound worse than it actually is. So I would suggest if they ever make a video and they have an opinion about it, don't blindly accept their opinion. Think about it a bit, you know? Figure out and then and then you can accept their opinion. Because if you don't think about it, you're gonna have series like Bleach and what's called Sword Art Online that's just got ruined by opinions. Because everyone kind of agreed with the YouTuber's opinion without really thinking if his facts were factual or not. They're humans like us, they make mistakes, they don't catch on that much. They don't always hit the mark. So yeah. That's all for today's lesson on anime fan, about the tiers of the evolution of an anime fan. Next time we're gonna be talking about the genres of anime, which I don't know when we're gonna make that, but I'm gonna enjoy making it. Hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you guys then. In absolutely no particular order, we have the normal, the gateway watchers, the gatekeepers, the anime fans, the manga readers / not novel readers. We got the critique, the anime fan, the YouTuber, the 3, the collector, and the cosplayer. There may be more, but I realized that I never summarized it, so I made that right now. Hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you guys then.